Hello and welcome to my channel, PawfectPastimes. My name's Amanda. My friends call me Amo. I live in Dorset in the south of England with my husband and 3 dogs. And I have Willow with me here at the moment. I'm not sure where the other 2 are. A very warm welcome to you if you've been before. It's lovely to see you back. If you haven't been before, welcome again. I am a crafter, a general crafter. I do lots of different variety of crafts. Predominantly nowadays it's with a needle, so it's or a hook, knitting, crochet, sewing, that type of thing. But I do lots of other crafts as well. Occasionally I will show some on here. This is a roundup of my first ever commitment podcast, should we say, to Christmas in July, and I've never done anything like that before. I haven't been podcasting that long, to be honest, but I won't get time towards the end of this week, and I thought I'd better get it in now while I can actually sit down with you and do this. So I decided to do Christmas in July just to see how it felt, and to be honest, it felt a little bit pressured. It was great at the beginning, and then I started to see things that I wanted to be getting on with, but I had to be getting on with the Christmas in July. I know I didn't have to be getting on with it. It's just a hobby. It's just a bit of fun, and it's not compulsory, but in your mindset, I've committed to do Christmas in July, so I wanted to do some Christmasing in July. So I did achieve some finishes, as you will see in my last vlog thing, where I combined a normal podcast with a Christmas in July one. I did finish the little bauble. Details of this are in a previous podcast, and I'm sure I won't be doing another one just yet anyway. My hands hurt too much from doing that. But I was very pleased with him. I thought it was going to be too big actually, but it's quite a nice little size. He's a handful. He'd certainly stand out on your tree. In fact, he might make a door handle rather than a tree, to be honest. I'll see if I might make some more, but they'd be very special ones. Another finish that I managed to do, well, it's half a finish, is my Cornish Christmas sock by Stitches and Cream in Falmouth. Got some green on there. Now, I did the size that the pattern recommended for my feet circumference, etc, etc, and normally I like my socks to have a fairish bit of negative ease. I've got an English size 8 and they're quite narrow, normal lowish instep, so I like quite a negative snuggish fit. I don't like them bunching up in my shoes or anything, and this is what I call a neutral, almost positive ease fit. It's a bit roomy, especially around the toe area, and I had to adjust the toe. There's supposed to be a repeat of these Christmas trees after this, and I just couldn't fit them in. I did the recommended rows there, 30 rows I think there. I couldn't fit in the extra Christmas trees there and a toe. The toe I've managed to finish. I was doing there every other round decreases, and I realised I was going to go up with a toe like here, so then I went on to every round decreases, and it fits perfectly. And I did the same on the heel. They said if you've got a high instep you can do extra rounds before starting the heel. I don't have a high instep, so my problem was the opposite. But overall I was quite happy with them. It's a 4-ply, but it feels really woolly. Amble. I've done some socks in amble before for John, I think. I've got my winter boots have got laces and a zip. You adjust the laces to fit your foot before you do the zip up, so I'll see how these feel in them. But I have a feeling they're likely to be around the house socks, really. But it's only for a couple of weeks a year, isn't it, that we wear our wintry Christmas wears. So I'm hoping to get started on the second sock. I actually toyed with doing the second sock the size down but I don't think it would be a good idea. I'd rather have them both fitting and feeling the same. Yeah, but very, very pleased with them. So that's a 1.5 finish now. Sorry, I seem a bit croaky today. Another just about finish I've done is my little garland here. You can see it hanging up here. I spent some time putting all the components together, and I have this much spin left, which I will make some more pom-poms. I had to dig around in my own, that's my box of Ricorumis there, and I had to find some greens. It was lacking in greens. There's not much of the other colours left. I do have that one, so I'll be making some more. I have done what was asked, and I find it a bit gappy. On the picture, you can see it looks really quite full, but I think it's because it's lying down flat and they're sort of both sides of the cord. What I'm planning on doing with it is actually having it at the top of my cupboard over Christmas. So I had a little down and I measured across here with a little swoop and another down, and I managed to cut off about a foot of the cord. I'll just go and get it for you. And here it is. And the orange slices and tassels and Christmas trees and pom-poms. A little hat there, but you can see the gaps. And it does rattle, and the lame does shed everywhere. So I did the minimal amount of lame. And the little, there's a snowman there. There's one. He's not showing his face to you. In fact, neither of the snowmen are showing their face to you at the moment. Yeah. They don't want to smile for you today. There he is. And there's another one on the end. There. I've now got lame again all over my desk, which I had to hoover yesterday because it just sheds and shreds. Like I said, to fit up on the cupboard, I've cut about a foot off the end of the cord, but it does need a lot of filling, so I will be making a lot more pom-poms, I think. I'm going to go and have a rummage upstairs and see if I got any more Christmassy cotton. Now there, I don't have it here, their Pom Pom Maker was a pretty basic one. It wasn't overly easy to use, so I got my clover one out, which is marginally larger, but it is a lot easier to use. So I can bang out pom-poms quite quickly in that. I will do some more using up the rest of this red. I might do some more in that. I've got a lot of the green and orange, yellow and orange left over from the lemon slices. They don't have any yellow and orange pom-poms on there, but I think I might add some. And I'm going to go and see if I can find some more green. That's all I have left of my own green now. So I will crack on with that and then get it put away for Christmas, and then you will see it next hanging up there, hopefully. And my other make was the cross stitch. I had this all planned and I haven't got much further since last time you saw it, really. I've put in a gold star, I've taken some branches further down. Yeah, so I wanted to make some absolute finishes, hence the sock. and the Garland. So I concentrated on those this week to get those done. We've had the front fence that was covered in ivy replaced this week, so I've also been out there tidying up, cleaning up and relayering my roses, and I have got tiny thorns in the 2 fingers that I use for needles, of course. I got the main thorn out, but there's always the tip left behind and they're a little bit tender. I had a nasty thorn once go down the side of my finger, and the doctor said all you can do is wait for it to go a bit icky and then it will float out. So that's what I've got to wait to do, for it to float out, which is lovely. Let me see my notes a minute. Advent stitch, yeah. Yes, the next thing I have on my list to do, I'm not sure if you can see it, but up here I've got my that's, if I'm going to tilt you slightly so don't get woozy. There we go. Up here you can see my Easter chicken, not an emotional support chicken if you remember. And here I have all the poppies from our last display in November last year for the village. And this year we're going to go... one of the ladies had the magnificent idea of let's go mad. So we have a Tommy. We have a nice big Tommy who's going to stand and probably stand in this little garden with the cross I made last year. And we're going to do the railings of the village hall covered in poppies. So my next job is to start making poppies. We're all sort of making as many as we can. It'll be what it will be. I think I'll put a call out on the village WhatsApp group if anybody else wants to make some extra poppies. I have to sort where I am with all my knits now that aren't Christmassy, because I've lost the plot slightly. Which has got me a little bit anxious, but I'll soon get on top of that. And I have to tidy my studio. It is like a bomb's hit it. I can't find anything. I had difficulty finding even my stand this morning, but I did. So until the next proper podcast, thank you for joining me on my first adventure in Christmas in July. I'll have to decide if I ever do another committed podcast series, as it were. I couldn't do a daily, I don't think. My life's not that exciting. I do enjoy watching the dailies though, the October one and the July and May ones that have gone through. But I'm not sure I could actually do it myself. In the meantime, don't forget to hit the like button because it gets me seen out there, and I am very grateful if you get me seen out there. And you can subscribe too. It doesn't cost anything. It's free, and you'll get a little bell and a notification if I podcast again or vlog. I'm not sure which one it is. I think not sure. Anyway, I'm off to have some breakfast and perhaps get my very overflowing basket out from beside the sofa where I hid it when the granddaughter stayed the other day, and see what's next on my needles. I will catch up with you soon. You take care. Bye.